Adedeji Odulesi lórúkọ mi, Yorùbá ni mí, bàbá tó bí mi lọ́mọ àti ìyá mi Yorùbá ni wọ́n. Wọn kì í sọ èdè Yorùbá, wọn kì í sọ Ìjẹ̀bú nílé torí Ìjẹ̀bú làwọn méjì, ṣùgbọ́n mo gbìyànjú fọ ó ṣe pàtàkì kí n kọ́ èdè Ìjẹ̀bú. Náà yìí mo gbọ́dọ̀ Ìjẹ̀bú ṣe pàtàkì gẹ́gẹ́ bí èdè fún èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ònìyàn. Ndị Igbo ji m okwere nwana anabata na ọgbakọ nkịta. Aha m bụ Adedeji Odulesi, anwụ onye ofe mmanụ. Anyị ndị Yoruba anyị laikere ofe mmanụ na ofe ose, ọ bara ya uru. Ọkụ na-aghọta ihe m na-ekwu. Aha m n'Igbo bụ Chukwuemeka. A jama'a barkanku da warhaka, sunana Adedeji Odulesi. A jihar Sokoto ne na ji harshen Hausa ta wurin mu'amala da yaran Hausawa. Kuma harshen Hausa ta min abin amfani kwarai da gaske. Je m'appelle Monsieur Adedeji Odulesi, je viens du Nigeria. J'ai appris la langue française quand j'étais petit à l'école secondaire et quand j'étais à l'université aussi. J'ai appris ça en utilisant un livre qu'on appelle French Instrument. C'est une langue très importante pour moi et je dois remercier Dieu pour la grâce, la capacité de parler français. Ich kann auch Deutsch sprechen. Ich habe Deutschsprache in Goethe-Institut gelernt und Deutschsprache ist sehr, sehr wichtig für mich. Danke. Me llamo Adedeji Odulesi, soy nigeriano, vivo en Lagos, hablo también español. Español es muy, muy importante para mí. Muchas gracias, amigos. I'll be Wafi boy. We know they carry last. We'll find out. Capacity to speak the three major languages in Nigeria, and of course the foreign language, the French, German, Spanish, and our English, and then our Pidgin English, and my Ijebu dialect. It has made me see that the world is just a small village. Where all of us are creatures of God with different backgrounds. My name is Adedeji Odulesi. A Yoruba by birth. My parents are both Yorubas. My dad's from Ogun State and my mother is from Lagos State. So in our family, we're children of 5 in number, and I'm the second then. I was born in Warri, Delta State, many years ago. And that's where the journey of my life began. I started off at Warri, Delta State, where I did my primary up to primary 4. My father and my mother were civil servants. My father worked the Federal Ministry of Education. He was posted in 1981 to Sokoto State. I went with them. So I completed my primary school there. Then I moved to secondary school and also finished the Federal Government College, Sokoto. Of course, I picked up Hausa language while I was in the north. Meanwhile, back at Warri, I picked up English, Yoruba, and Pidgin English. Pidgin English being the major language spoken, since in Warri we have so many languages spoken there. Ijo, Ishekiri, the Delta people, Igbo speaking, English speaking, Isoko, Rubu, all of them Fudia. So I therefore learned Pidgin. But in Sokoto, I learned to the 3 languages already mentioned. I added Hausa to it. Then my parents were transferred to Imo State, Owerri. I joined them there, and there I learned Igbo language. Then I got admission to the university. I moved to Southwest. So when I was in the uni, I had passion for languages. I've always had passion for language, maybe because of travels. We did a little French when I was in secondary school, GS1, GS2, GS3. Because I did additional mathematics, I had to drop French. When I got to university, my spare time, I used to learn languages. I had access to French materials, though we didn't offer anything French language or whatever at the university. But I used my spare time to learn French. I used a book called French in 3 months. It was very useful to the point that when my university organized an international program, hosted an international program, I was one of the few people that were shortlisted to be what we call multilingual or bilingual ushers, and it was a good one. I was paid, and they sold, attires for us, 2 different attires for the 4 or 5 day event. And people came in from countries, West Africa, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, Benin Republic, Togo, Ghana, etc. It was quite elating to know that my ability to speak language had begun to pay off. Yes, and of course, how do I now deviate from Greek into language, emceeing, interviewing people? You see, so people felt that because I could speak many languages that I would be a good MC, and they started inviting me to anchor their weddings, to anchor small gatherings, and I usually turned them down. That no, I'm not a public person. No. I'm a shy person. But they said, no, do it. You can do it. Well, that's how I started off doing it the way they felt I could do it, and it began to be interesting. They later began to add, do you have a complimentary card? I said, I don't have a complimentary card. Then I did complimentary card. Do you charge for money? I said, I don't charge for money. Then I began to charge for money. So the journey began. So I remember in 2016, I think, I went to anchor a national program at Ilorin, and Minister of Communication, Lai Mohammed, was there. He passed the comments. Other people, I spoke, when I anchor my event, I speak different languages.
Domin waɗanda ke jin harshen Hausa da suka zo wannan tare na musamman da makaranta na musamman Deeper Life High School suka shirya mana, mun gode kwarai da gaske ga Allah madaukakin sarki wanda ya kawo mu wannan taro. Muna kuma fata cewa tare da alherin Allah za ku ji daɗin duk ɓangarori na wannan shiri. Allah shi saka muku da alheri. Domin karancin lokaci zan dasa aya a nan. Igwe kwenu! Igwe kwenu! Kwezionu! I want Igwe, I this is too much. Ebe abuli garanuwa, oburu na ndị Igbo anaghị ebe ahụ. Ebe ahụ jọgburu onwe ya, eziokwu gọwashi. Ị gahala na Brazil, South America, France, Britain. Ị ga-ahụ ndị Igbo n'ebe ahụ, eziokwu gọwashi. As long as a na-akpata ego ebe ahụ, ị gakwa na Sahara Desert, Sambisa Forest. As long as a na-akpata ego ebe ahụ, ị ga-ahụrụ ndị Igbo n'ebe ahụ, eziokwu gọwashi. Ọ ga-adịla anyị mma. Tẹ̀báwá rò bí pé ẹ ti pàdé mọ́là tàbí ọmọ Ìgbò kò jọ o. Adedeji Odulesi lórúkọ mi, Yorùbá pọ́nbélé ni mí. Bàbá tó bí mi lọ́mọ Yorùbá ni wọ́n, ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ Yorùbá ni wọ́n. Kó wá ṣe ní kàyéfì, Ijebu rí ibà mi, Ijebu rí èmi.
And then somebody told me there, walked up to me and spoke German. And I was like, this language, though my presumption was that it was a difficult language, but I told the person as a challenge that when next we see, I will speak multiple languages to him. So immediately I did my inquiries, and I went to Goethe Institute in Lagos, and I learned the language German. Yeah, and I gave it my all, really, because I wanted to speak German. And then I thank God today, ich kann Deutsch sprechen. Ich spreche Deutsch. Psalm 23 verse 1 in 7 languages. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Olúwa ni olùṣọ́ àgùntàn mi, èmi kì yóò ṣaláìní. Jehovah bu onye na-azụ m dịka atụrụ, o nweghị ihe kọrọ m. Ubangiji maki aina ne bazan rasa komi ba. Le Seigneur est mon berger, je ne manquerai de rien. El Seigneur ist mein Pastor, nada me faltará. Der Herr ist mein Hirte, mir wird nicht mangeln. I began to use it for my events, learn Spanish online. So just like that, from people saying, come and do small things, it became something passionate for me. I must confess that the capacity to speak multiple languages has made me known to many people. Yes. In fact, I was at a program this morning, and while interacting with a number of people, they said, we know you. I said, where do you know me? They said, forget that the people that know me are more than the people that I know. And they began to count it for me, places where they had met me. And I said, oh no, you know me. You understand? They said my videos are all over. You understand? People get to see mine. So it has made me appreciate God, appreciate the gift of God in me, appreciate good relationship with people. So you might not really know your value until people place a value on you. You understand? Yeah. So where I was coming from, because it was not what I went to university to study. It was just like by the way something. You understand? So I did not really place much financial. Mine was just out of passion, just make people laugh, let people enjoy themselves. That was what I started off with. Okay. But along the line, people began to place value. So of course the money began to come in. So at times when I even demand, they tell me that no, what you ask is too small, you can't fly. Go and do something that can fly. So